I'm envious of my ex's relationship. Alright, here we go. My ex broke up with me a little over a year ago. At that time, he told me he didn't have romantic feelings for me anymore. And throughout the months as we've talked, he told me that he just couldn't handle it emotionally. We only lasted a few months. 2 months after our breakup, he gets into a relationship and they've been together for 9 months to this day. It makes me extremely upset because he couldn't commit to me, and yet 2 months later, he's been committing to this other girl. He talks about how much happier he is, and that with me, he feels like he had to do things to be a good boyfriend, but with her, it just feels like doing all those things regardless. I'm so envious of her. She seems to be what I've always wanted to be. She's extroverted, she's smart, and he's in love with her. I constantly ask myself, why wasn't I good enough, and why this girl is? I wish he wanted to be with me as much as he wants to be with her. Sometimes I wish I was her. I wish I could find that happiness again like they have now.
You need to...
Well, hold on. Is what she's feeling like something that a lot of girls go through first?
I didn't feel like that.
Never? Nobody?
I definitely didn't feel like that.
So she seems like she might have some self-esteem issues.
That's what I'm saying. She needs to build up her confidence for sure.
Okay. So it's a self-esteem issue.
Yes.
Between her, because she's comparing herself to, which this is common with women, comparing themselves to other people.
Yeah, that's common.
Or other women. So you're comparing yourself to her. Not a good idea to do.
The only person you compare yourself to is your past self.
I like that. That's a good one, yes.
So if you're using that as fuel and to do nothing and to just sulk in your own, like, you know, wanting to be her, you're not going to go anywhere. But if you use that as fuel to like propel you forward and to turn into somebody who's extroverted and read books to become smart and be the person that men want to love, then so be it. Then you'll be that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that dynamic. And so what else? She needs to also stop acting as if you guys are gonna work out.
Yeah.
You still have this kind of like...
I was gonna say, you need to get over that guy.
Yes, it's not going to happen.
It's already cut
It's
off.
done.
He's already moved on.
It's done.
You're in his past.
Yes, you're the one that hasn't moved on yet.
Yeah.
He's moved on. It's time for you to move on.
Yeah.
Like, it's done. It's done.
He's not gonna change. You're not gonna become this girl and then he's gonna be like,
Oh, I remember her.
No. If he's happy now, he's gonna be happy with that girl.
yes, and like, no. And what makes you think, let's say if that does happen, what makes you think he's gonna wanna go to you when he's said before, and you're not that person that she is? So if they don't work out, what makes you think he's gonna go to you if he likes this girl that you're not?
And he wasn't ready to commit with you.
Yeah, he wasn't ready to do any of these things with you. And it probably is just like sucks to say, but
You just weren't it.
yeah, for him, not
For
even
him.
for him.
Right.
Yeah, so you weren't it. And
But
it's,
there's somebody for everybody.
and it's not, well, hold on. I don't like that. You just weren't it. That's also making
For
it,
him.
Right.
You just weren't it for him.
No, you guys weren't compatible with each other.
Right, but
she's not, no woman is the object, that's mine, and it was for him. You're not the object for him. It's a compatibility thing. You guys just weren't compatible with one another. No matter how much effort you put.
She felt like she was compatible with him, but
she wanted it to be. She wanted it to be that way, but that wasn't what it was.
Yeah, he didn't feel compatible with her.
Exactly, so they weren't compatible with one another. No matter how much you wanted it to be true, it just wasn't true for you. And so it's just not gonna happen, and you need to get over it, like you said earlier. Okay, so how would you get over it?
Move on building a relationship with yourself first before you try to find somebody else who's gonna like make you happy. Because she's saying she wants the happiness that they have. You need to be happy with yourself before you try to like find somebody else to make you happy.
Like it's different for everybody, but how
You need to learn to love yourself and be comfortable with yourself and be confident with what you have to offer. You need to learn to love the qualities about yourself that make you different from other people.
That being said, sometimes people love themselves too much.
I don't know. You can see that, but I don't think necessarily that
I guess my point is that like you need to be. If you're not somebody like, it seems like she has these things that she wants to be, but she's not. You have to
But don't try to like be somebody you're not. If you're I'm introverted. I don't like to like. You like to stay home.
But
and
I'm gonna push back on this, but I'll let you finish.
I don't think you should try to force yourself to be something that you're not. If you're not comfortable being an extrovert, don't like. I don't know. Don't force it.
Fine.
Like be who you are. If you're introverted, be introverted.
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit.
I'm not saying there's no room for improvement.
No, I'm not saying there's no. I'm not saying. Let me push back and let me tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that you can be whoever you want to be, or you can become anybody that you want to become. So I'm introverted now, and so my whole life, meaning if I was introverted, I don't think I am really. But let's say I was introverted my entire life. But I've done things, so I stay at home, so it reinforces what I think about myself, so it makes me really believe that I'm a homebody. But I can easily change that into, if I want to become somebody who's extroverted, I can easily make the steps to become an extrovert or something. That doesn't mean you forget where you are, where you came from, but you need to have a clear idea of who you want to become. So if you really want to become an extrovert for you, not because you want to compare yourself to somebody else and you want to be that person that he wants to be or he wants to be with, that ain't gonna happen for you because you're gonna do it. And he's not.
Yeah, don't try to fit a mold.
Don't fit a mold.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't force yourself to be a molded, figure that you like, or like I want to be like that.
Yeah.
Like, no, you need to be like you, but like to the 10th degree of you.
Yes, like
You need to be you, but understand that you can change you for you, not change yourself for fucking somebody else.
Right. Don't do it for somebody else.
you're never gonna you're gonna change somebody else. That's not gonna work. But if you want to change yourself, you absolutely can be an extrovert. You can absolutely be smart, as you say here. If you're not, you can absolutely do all these things that you want to be. But if you're doing it for somebody else, it's never gonna last. Because as soon as he's fucking on,
or you're not gonna be happy.
You're not gonna be happy.
Gonna keep changing. You're gonna keep changing the direction.
Exactly. You're gonna keep changing your direction because you're not doing it from a place of that you want. You're doing it from a place of what you think somebody else wants.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Fair. So is there anything that you can do on a daily basis to boost your self-esteem? Read some books. Go to the gym. Eat better. Buy makeup. Girls love that shit.
Or skincare stuff.
Skincare. Do things that make yourself feel good.
Nail
And I don't know,
polish.
that's different for all women. I'm kind of generalizing, but do things that make you happy and become comfortable with yourself.
You should join a sport.
Join a sport.
That builds your confidence.
Yeah, join a sport or do a sport on your own. Let us know if we're tripping in the description. Let us know
In the comments.
In the comments. Email of ours is in the description to let us know if you have any questions that.
No, if you want to submit any of your own stories, the email that. If you want to submit any stories, our email address is in the description below.
Yes. Well said. Let us know what you think. Comment, subscribe, like, and we will see you guys on the next video. Peace.